Hello, YouTubers! Welcome to DB Fitness. My name is Derek, and I've started this channel to help the average man and woman find a healthy lifestyle without having to break the bank and spend hours and hours in the gym. On this channel, we'll be discussing things such as some of the most common questions with fitness, giving you a couple extra tips to help out your workout, and busting those also common myths that we always hear about. For my first video, I wanted to talk about a subject with which I've seen a lot of confusion in the fitness world, and that is how to measure your own progress. I'll be drawing on my over 12 years of experience as both a professional athlete and a coach. Now, let's get started. Number 5, BMI. BMI, or body mass index, is a ratio between your height and weight. This ratio is represented by a number somewhere between about 15 to 35, and then each person is classified into a category such as underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. This by far is my least favorite way to measure progress because it doesn't really take into account individual body types. Me, for example, I'm a little bit shorter and stockier, so even when I've been in the best shape of my life as a professional athlete, I've still been right on the cusp between normal and overweight. However, this can be a good starting point. For example, if you're extremely underweight or even obese, then at least you know where you're at and in which direction you want to be going. There are, however, several much better options for measuring progress. Number 4, weight. This is definitely the method that the highest number of people are familiar with. But a few things to keep in mind with weight. Lasting change takes time. Many people expect to lose weight over the course of a couple days, but weight that is lost in this short of an amount of time is likely water weight, or weight that's due to changes such as what you ate for breakfast, or even changes in temperature. Some extreme diets offer the opportunity to lose weight quickly, but once again, we know this is unhealthy for the body. Recognized websites such as NPR and Livestrong have cited that a yo-yo change in your weight, meaning dramatic loss and then regain, is actually, over time, very hard on your heart and can lead to heart disease. It's much better to try and lose weight over time through a sustainable, active lifestyle and diet. Finally, remember that an ideal weight is different for everyone. This depends partly on your metabolism, your genes, and even your personal goals. Number 3, size. Size is something that we can easily measure by simply looking in the mirror. Some people might want to have an increase in size, such as in their biceps or chest, while others are looking for a decrease in the waist or in the thighs. Although looking in the mirror can give us a basic idea of how we're doing, it's much more beneficial to get a specific measurement when we're trying to track our progress. This can be done with a measuring tape, such as one used by a seamstress. Number 2, activity level. Activity level is typically divided into 3 groups. First, sedentary, which means you have little to no exercise during the week. The middle group is moderate, which means you might have up to about 2.5 hours of exercise a week, and active, which means you have more than 2.5 hours of exercise every week, or that you have at least some form of exercise nearly every day. I would highly recommend that everyone try to fall within this third category, because daily exercise is important in training your body to burn calories constantly. Another form of measurement that is related to activity level is your resting and your target heart rate. The resting heart rate for an average person should fall between 70 and 100 beats per minute. An active person, such as a runner, however, will have a resting heartbeat of a much lower level from 50 to 70 beats per minute. Your target heart rate is the number of beats per minute you will achieve while exercising. This should typically fall somewhere between 130 and 180, depending on your age and your experience. Number 1. Lean and fatty body mass. Did you know that you can step onto a scale and see just how much fat and muscle you have in your body? Regardless of how your weight changes, you can track your increases in muscle and decreases in fat using a simple scale. While I'm not advertising any specific products, these are readily available on Amazon or at most fitness stores. There's quite a wide range of acceptable levels of fat and muscle, but the American Council on Exercise identifies the ideal percentage for a 30-year-old male at 12.7% fat, and for a woman 19.3% fat. Fitness.net goes on to tell us that the ideal amount of muscle for a 30-year-old male is somewhere between 40 and 44%, while for a female of 30 years old, it is somewhere between 30 and 35%. While there are many other ways for you to measure your progress, such as how much you're lifting or how fast you can run a specific distance, the most important thing is that you're setting specific goals for yourself and working every day to meet those goals. Do you have more questions about fitness? Subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with your question, and I'll get back to you soon. This has been DB Fitness.